Baby, we can always run. I don't need a home when I'm with you. We can do it one by one. Feeling like the start of something
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Reloaded. Thor.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Swapping mag!
Reloading.
Reload!
Changing mags.
Immediate area, hostile 3.
Hive deployed.
Tracks in action.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. A bomb has been located.
I'm drunk!
15 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Attackers activating diffuser.
Loading on. Loading mag.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm reloading. Wall reinforced.
Wall reinforced.
Delay is on. is active.
Laying out the welcome mat. Surya in place.
This will
Deploying
protect
welcome
us.
mat. Laser gate activated. Gotta reload. Loading new mag! Activating override. Reloading!
Reloading!
Loading new magazine! Setting up a sequential breach. Come out wherever you are.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
New feed active. New camera feed up and running.
Glow deployed. Here.
Laser gate in position. Laser gate in place.
I'll just relax here and let Yokai do the rest.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers have located a bomb.
Loading mag! Activating drone.
Threat detected. This area is hostile.
Reload!
Reloading ammo.
Nearby threat.
Charge in position. Holding charge.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Initiate jammer. Shields up. Make the cell open.
Jammer ready to activate.
Forcing wall! Shell in play.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Detected.
Bomb located by attackers.
Changing mags!
Jammer ready.
you eyes on the hostiles!
Activating glance! Reload!
Scanning for electronics. No surprise for us. Shoot out! Swapping mags! Scanning for electronics.
Breach! C4 set. Detonating.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
New camera feed up in front.
New feed active. Camera feed up and running. Reloading. In place. Placing proximity alarm.
Laser gate on.
Initiate jammer.
Wall fortified.
Razor wire. Camera ready to activate. Reloading.
Scanning for electronic.
Devices. Spotted a bomb. IED scanning. Detected a bomb.
Reloading. Cover me. Changing mags.
Changing mags!
Adding some protection from grenades. Magnets ready.
Flashbang! Changing mags!
Reload.
I need to reload!
Throwing flashbang. I'm out of ammo.
What's active?
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Loading new mag.
Camera feed up and running.
Hold secured. Reloading. Reinforce wall.
Activating camera.
Device placed. Place rolling camera. Device activated. Activating jammer. Proximity alarm online. Camera feed up and running. Scanning for electronic devices. Jammer ready. Detected a bomb. Reload! Swapping mags! Initiate jammer.
I'm reloading.
Scanning for electronics.
Activate nitro!
Reloading.
Spotted a bomb. Launching tracking drone. Drone up and running.
Pod breaching!
Reloading.
Bottom.
Reloading! Cover me!
Giving you eyes on the hostiles.
15 seconds left.
C4 set. Swapping mag.
defenders. Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
New camera feed up and running.
Working is ready. Use it if you have to.
Camera feed up and running.
Working is up.
Changing mags!
Floor reinforcement complete. New feed active.
Working Aurora in place. Losing new
Oh,
magazine.
right. So we have Raccoons, 7 Raccoons, up 4-2 at the half.
Deploying drone.
We're going for what looks like a top square take for 7 Raccoons to start off their attacking half. Got the Scopos
Reloading ammo.
up here to deal with. Who... I'm trying. Scopos looking around for an early pick while the vertical gets worked. Not much happening right at the start of the round. The stock hatch does get popped by the Zofia hard break charges. Still no info on this Scopos lurking around at the top of the lobby stairs as the janitor hatch gets popped. Or the janitor hatch gets popped. Now, Scopos running around, having a quick glance, progressing up into lounge to see if she can get the pick. Everyone dropped off for Raccoons. Might be going for an execute here very early on in the round. Wait, sight's downstairs. Scopos is still above though. Has not been cleared out. Sophia has gotten the janitor hatch looking into sight, and that's a big double by Aussie Ash onto the 2 above, just leaving the Deimos of Saw and Beans in the 2v4. Deimos very low. No drones for the Zofia. Very short on the info. 25 seconds left in the round. With a lot of utility on the bomb site still to clear out. Looks like a blue server execute here. Zofia looking for some stats to pad. Get some tags onto Tori. Gets the Kate. And that closes out the round, running out on time. Sadly, that C4 defined the round for 7 Raccoons. Not much else that could be done for the way of Esoteric. That is okay. Pardon? Esoteric, sorry. But that is okay. There is always 5 more attacking rounds to go. 5 more attacking rounds to go for Raccoons, yes. I'm trying to turn off my Discord notifications. There it is, found it. There we go. Alright, we're loading in for a top floor site defense. Top floor site defense for Esoteric. Did I say that right? Esoteric. Easy, cool. Top 4 defense for Esoteric once we load into the game. Very smooth round for Esoteric. Didn't clear the Scopos up on the top floor. Very, very thorough. Very good kill by Aussie Ash on the C4. As well to get to. And it looks like we are having some technical issues. And we'll see what happens. See how long this load takes. We might need a rehost. Score is currently 4-3 with 7 Raccoons, still with the upper hand. Simply Saw is leading the charge with 10 kills and 4 deaths. With an absolutely outstanding performance so far on that defensive half. And now we're just filling time because this blue screen is having a really good time just sitting here. Do we have like ad breaks that we can run? That'd be run a 30-second ad, because why not? Not much is happening. No one will miss out on too much, I'm sure. But yes, Aussie Ash with the 7 kills for the game so far. 7 kills, 7 rounds. Very smooth, very smooth. As we wait for this blue screen, I wish we could go to replays. That'd be cool. We could like put replays and stuff. That'd be nice. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? This screen is still blue. I would love to cast on how blue this blue screen is, but I can't be more blue about this blue screen. So we're going to all sit here in anticipation and wait for this blue screen to turn not blue and hopefully show the top floor bomb site of Bank for the second attacking round of 7 Raccoons. I think we might need a rehost here, to be completely honest. IP. I'm not gonna air that one out on stream, but yes, it has been a bit of a break. I believe we are going to rehost here, folks. So won't be a moment. Hopefully. Oh, there you go. I've never seen that error message before. Yeah, I think everyone's been kicked. Alright, so while we recreate this, I was about to say ranked match, that's kind of awkward. Not a ranked match, while we recreate this lobby. Whoops. Nice. Yeah, just put it. While we reconnect this lobby back up and running, we're going to remind the admins that it is 4-3 to 7 Raccoons. And did anyone catch the bands? I've got them. So, alright. Can you do their bands real quick? And I'll tell you what they are. Oh, you got the screenshot? Cool. Yeah, yeah. They're defending now. Top casting, yeah, it's the greatest casting. I can't cast much more than a blue screen. Esports ready, yes, yes. The casting is very esports ready. There, just a reminder, there is a 3-minute delay on the stream for competitive integrity purposes, just to ensure that no one's obviously watching screen shares, streams of anything that could be possibly happening. We are having a wonderful time. Just resetting this lobby, getting everything up and running again. Do you want them? Oh, before roll swap? No. I've got the bands for this. Alrighty, I am looking at the lobby. We are just funneling everyone in here. As soon as this is done, we will have a match back underway and on our hands. Thank you for your patience, everyone. The team is working very hard behind the scenes to get this back up and running. I know it's just a blue screen at the moment, but we will be up and running in hopefully another 2 minutes. That would be up and running. We've got a... Are we still sticking to the top floor defense? To be fair, the round didn't start and no one knows the operators, so I think it only comes into play when the round is actually started. But that's okay. That's right. We will find out as we have just gotten to the point where everyone has just loaded into the lobby. We're waiting for everyone to get ready to rumble in this second half of the 7 Raccoons and Esoteric Adepti. Did I say that right? Yeah, easy. We're getting back into this game. It is currently 4-3 to 7 Raccoons. And we now have the top floor defense. No, the stats don't say. Just a little reminder that the stats don't stay on the scoreboard from a rehost, but the score and bans will stay the same. As we load in, you should all now be able to see all the picks as we have swapped the screen.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Yay, we've loaded in. Alright. Top floor defense. We will see what this hold looks like during the preparation phase.
Laser gate in position. Laser gate in position. Laser gate in place.
2 laser gates to deny the stock hop in. we have the Osa coming in for this round. Bit of a different pick, not as conventional as what you see so much nowadays. You've got the large amount of util that the striker brings, and it looks like the Osa is jumping on the... Where's the compass? There's no compass. We're going to call that the south side windows because I can never remember how this map spawns in. The Osa has jumped on the CEO windows to defend against this... to attack against this defense. That one. There was a player up in top square who looks to have dropped off. Not contesting the large attacking presence here. Athena playing in elevator with the Cade watching her white stairs. As the Twitch room comes up the main stairs, not a crazy amount of progression has been made. The square wall has been opened up by the Sophia just a little bit to annihilate those feet holes. As the Sophia swings, looks towards the janitor, fires a few warning shots. No crazy contestations as of yet. Well, Myla looks to be backing out of stock. They have a cam on the player above in top square as the entry of Tori goes down to Barramundi. That's that stock player that has been dropped. It will more or less likely be a refrag here if this Valcam isn't spotted at top square. As some shots ring out, there is a little tag on a player. There's yellow pings for this top square player. While this Osa decides to play passive on the rappel. Lovely shot from Fangulator onto the Dokkaebi, who immediately gets traded out by Beans. 43 seconds left in the round. It's a 4v3. And Athena gets a clean kill onto Beans, making it a 3v3. As the Execute is getting prepped and ready to come down, the Osa swings in to try and get a plant, and Athena gets two. Athena gets two and is immediately traded out by Psycho, who has to clutch up this 1v2 to bring the game back to level. 15 seconds left, reloading the pistol, and gets dropped by Vexy to make the game a 5-3 lead. No, to make the game 4-4. I've called that all wrong. To make that game 4-4, tying it all up here on this lovely Saturday night, that one. I'm having an absolute shocker on this lovely Saturday night. We will see the staff open area bomb site being played here with another iteration. Oh, no, Scopos swapped off at the last second. It was a lovely 3 kills in that round for Athena. Amazing work playing from that executive position.
Attackers need to locate
Is it
and
exec?
defuse
No,
as many
that's
bombs as
loud.
they can.
It's one of the rooms in the building. It's okay. But no, a lovely 3 from Athena to win her team the round. As we set up here for a mid-floor site, it'll be a very similar hold to what we just saw with a few differences. Much more of a upstairs presence with some hatches open to drop off in order to play for that vertical control. As we see the smoke. The mute is upstairs, creating holes, making this nice and easy. This stock hold coming back out again, but we look to see 7 Raccoons have spawned more towards the lobby side of the map. Doesn't seem that there is that much prep for this side, but Vexy has made their way over here. Quick flick of camps, and they'll see the Monty pushing through that lobby area. Vexy goes for the swing, spots the Monty once again, and has dropped back into the teller's door. This is a lovely melee hole peek from Aussie Ash, who misses her shots on the Nomad, but Vexy avenges her shots with the opening kill onto the Buck. That is a substantial amount of soft breach that has been dropped. Monty, oh no, Monty's pushed in, shield down, gets killed by Vexy, who is immediately traded out by the Grim of Beans. But this brings it down into a 3v4, now a 2v4, as Fangulator gets one from the Vert onto the Nomad, but one gets traded straight back by E113. Oh, is that L? Okay, my bad. Anyway, a 2v3, and L is made their way into the site and gets that kill on the Thorn to bring it into a 2v2. They have site control, while the defenders still have vert control. Oh, a good trade from the Mute and the Twitch, and Athena gets the final kill onto the Grim to close out a round, which was looking a bit grim for the attackers. This is where I need drums so I can go ba-dum-tsh. But that's okay. Athena brings the clutch into the round to bring them their lead to the game. A 5-4 lead for Esoteric as we go into the second lot of ban phases, banning the Grim and the Cade. Banning that area denial that Grim brings in the round. And the Cade has been banned to probably stop the Hatches play, make the Hatches a bit more easier, not have to bring the Impact EMPs or the Thatcher to get the Hatches. We see this Scopos again. We see this Scopos again coming into this basement defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Laser gate in place.
Morgan is ready. Use it if you have to.
Deploying explosive ordnance.
We'll see a very soft hold on the top floor, getting ready for this top-down clip that Raccoons brought last time.
Reloading.
But still very, very normal base site setup for the defenders. Popping the open area hatch, making this a bit easier for those roamers to drop back. There possibly looks to be 2 roamers here to help Vexy on the roam. We will wait and see who ends up above.
Alright, Fang drops the hatch. Falls off.
Fang drops a hatch very quickly into the round.
Yes.
While
Now she's
Vexy is
oh, that was a nice nitro.
very big
Barrel
nitro
with
from Athena.
2. One on her own teammate, mind you.
Brings it down into a 2v4 now, with Athena getting another trade back, bringing the man advantage to +2. Barramundi has been downed, not a clue from where, as Beans is left in the essentially a 1v4.
Beans does open the wall here, so adds a little bit of tension to the site.
But it gives an opportunity for that Rayora with the heavily scoped weapon to get that look all the way into
second
sight.
wall as well. For the default plant. Oh.
The Thermite here looking for the pick on the Goyo. Just
Comes
barely
very
missed
close.
their shots.
They get the long angle from that. What is that at Rooney?
Yes, that is the Rooney. The mind attempts to smoke and get the entry here. And
I
gets
always
dropped.
get those A operators mixed up, so...
Rooney and Amaru.
Aruni, Amaru, Azami, they all sound the same to me.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
So that
Esoteric looks to be...
it to 6-4.
Hmm? Mm-hmm. Another C4 kill by Aussie Ash to get a good... Essentially 2 kills in the round. Because she was the cause of the TK as well.
So far, Aussie has been one of the biggest C4 killers throughout the entire tournament. So it's exciting to see another one from her.
From being defused by attackers.
As she comes into this with another C4. Yep, she does have another C4. There you go. There you go. That was very unlucky for Psycho. Was it Psycho that got the team kill?
I am pretty sure it was Simply Saw, from memory.
It was one of them. One of them got a team kill. One of them got a team kill. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
But yes, it was very unlucky. Especially trying to trade out Aussie Ash there, hiding behind the counter in basement. Looks to be a very default hold in the top floor defense. As Esoteric are on match point.
I
Seven.
need to pull up the clean feed properly.
7 Raccoons looking
Attackers have dropped
at
the bomb diffuser.
changing up some operators here, bringing Sens and Zero to try and help get some info and clear out some key areas of
Attackers
the
recovered the bomb
map.
diffuser.
No basement presence other than Aussie Ash, but they have not been seen on drone.
Loading new mag! Magnet ready.
Aussie Ash is hiding in the open area room. Simply Saw on the west side repels. I believe that's west side. We're going to call it west side.
I am pretty sure that is west side, yes.
Yes.
Psycho and Beans both on repel on north side though, so whether they can get kills off that is going to be a different question.
Yeah, so very, very split take coming here from 7 Raccoons with 3 players on repels and 1 on the stock windows. Not very ideal if they're looking at getting trades out here. As the Zofia repels in.
Yeah. Very ballsy move there.
Good use of that Sens wall to help cover the Zofia. Ensure that they get into the building safely.
2 failed nades on that castle barricade.
Three pings from the Lions camp. Very, very ideal from the line of Saw.
They are well aware now that that player was Kanto, so...
Frag grenade out!
The Zero has made their way into the lobby to try and pressure out this elevator and the long desk players.
Tori getting the pick on Beans is a huge one at the start of this round.
Yep, but Psycho might be there to trade them out.
L
As
with a
the-
kill to Fang, and then Vexy trading onto L.
Lots of
Athena
trades
pinched
coming
on
out.
stairs.
Lots of trades coming out here at the end of all of this. We are basically even with Tori DBNO. Aussie Ash gets another C4 kill onto
Another
Psycho,
C4.
bringing it down to virtually a 2v2 with Tori on the floor in a down but not out state. We have 10 seconds in the round. A play has to be made. Bomb is going down by Barramundi. It is essentially a 1v2 while that bomb goes down. Bomb goes down and Simply Saw gets one onto Athena. Vexy left in a 1v2 essentially with their teammate on the floor, and Simply Saw playing square, ensuring that Barramundi has cover. Vex trying to entry onto site, gets one onto the Dokkaebi, but immediately gets traded back out by Simply Saw, for 7 Raccoons to win the round.
Unfortunately, they couldn't pull that one back.
Yes, very, very unfortunate. But that is okay, because we get to see another game, another round of this game.
If ESO takes this round, that is the end of map 1. But, keeping my hopes up, 7 Raccoons can pull this back.
Well, for them to progress, they have to win another top floor attack. But that was okay. If they bring the same lineup, they might be able to make it work. It did get a bit close there at the end with the trades, but that's all right. We have another blue screen.
Attackers need to locate
And
and
we
defend.
have loaded in.
This one
You
loaded
loaded
in.
in like a very late.
Feed activated.
It's a very, very scuffed stream tonight, unfortunately.
Do we have any more games after this Undead?
Yes. So if ESO takes this, and we will have a second map.
Yep.
So the second map will be Nighthaven Labs. If ESO takes that one as well, which I hope they don't, because I want this to go 3 maps. Third map will be Consulate, which we haven't seen yet in
Those are
this
best of 3.
competition. Yes.
Lovely, lovely. All right. So we're bringing them a Lucy here to try and stop some of that lurking that the 7 Raccoons brought out in that last round. 7 Raccoons are sticking with the 0, Dokuvi, Lion, and Zofia.
Reloading! Cover me! Vulcan is up.
And
Getting
just the
onto the
change of
route
the sends
very
onto the
quickly.
Twitch.
Cam ready.
Changing mags!
Very similar layout to what we had before, with 3 on repel and 1 on stock window.
Launching tracking drone. Target ready.
Beans opening the square door. Is that going to give away intel that she's there? I don't think it matters, because I don't think anyone's playing close enough to hear that.
It's not looking that way. They have Esoteric has loved bringing this Valkyrie in every single round, especially with Aussie Ash going so well in C4s. As Psycho clears out this Goyo's Vulcan canisters for the default plants, denying some of that plant denial util. That was a lot of denials, but that's okay. A lot of players grouped up in long desk here. No, it's only 2. Vangulators bottom. Don't mind
Two
me.
is still a lot, mind you. That is roughly half the team.
2 is still a lot, but it might work out well with a top square take here, as we get the bookshelf wall open, and the other side of the wall is been Zofia charged. Tori gets dropped onto the floor in a down but not out state, crawling towards their teammate of Vexy.
Simply
No
just
one
pushes in square.
close.
So they've got 2 players in
is-
square now.
Beans has jumped in the window of CEO, waiting for the call to come out from the Dokubi, has taken the double windows.
She has got
Looking-
full control here.
Playing very cautiously, while Vexy tries to get the trade out for Tori.
They could almost get a plant off in A site if they just repelled in. Which
But
they
they have
have
info-
on the desk.
They have info on the planner.
Gotta reload.
It doesn't matter. The plant went down anyway.
Plant goes down. Athena is credited technically with the opening kill of the round, soon after traded back by Psycho, as Psycho gets 2,
Psycho
3
popping
on
off.
those window repels. Barramundi decides to join in just for the fun of it, as Aussie Ash pushes up to get a trade back, but it's all too late for Aussie Ash, as Simply Saw drops her to win the round. This game is going into overtime.
Overtime games are always exciting.
Overtime games are the best games.
means that the two teams that are playing right now are matched up way better than they should be.
All right, so for the first defensive round, Esoteric is going down to basement lockers. No one heard that voice crack. It's fine. It doesn't exist.
I'm pretty sure everyone heard that voice crack, Peels.
No one heard that voice crack. It's okay. Esoteric going down to the basement. Aussie Ash might be bringing another C4 here. We'll have to wait and see.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yes, Aussie Ash on the C4, not the deployable shield, which is a bit interesting for this bomb site with the warden. But hey, she's doing well with the C4, so can't really complain. That drone goes past, finding out that there is a Scopos on the board, pretty much securing a Roma.
Not one thing you want at the very start of a round is figuring out there is a Scopos roaming.
Our observer of Polar swaps to the Aruni, and I thought I had missed a cav pick because of the pistol, and I got really excited, but that's okay.
No, Kavira is probably one of the least seen operators so far in this tournament, and I'm kind of glad about that because sometimes it is a temperamental thing to pick Kavira.
Yes. As we open into this round, we see how this is going to pan out. We have a Ying on the board and a Knock. Knock will probably go through Garage, if I'm not mistaken. That's a quick swap off for the Scopos.
It looks like she's gone through Sewer to go to Servers.
That's quirky.
Yes.
Oh. Flicking on the cams for the attackers to get the top floor. But the Scopos gets her first drone shot off while the clear is coming up, just firing a few shots and delaying the util as they get the entry on the Scopos as well. Oh, quick drop on the vault hatch with Vexy getting the kill onto L as another drops onto the Ying canisters. Vexy swings out, trying to get the trade, trying to get another. As Aussie Ash gets traded out through server, and Tori trades right back, keeping the player advantage.
Unfortunate from 7 Raccoons. They dropped into goal, Vault. Sorry. They dropped into Vault, expecting to take that, but they had 2 players cutting them off on either side, which just cost them the round.
I think the issue there for Raccoons was there was no util to bait the eyes away.
Yeah.
From the vault drop. Personally, if there's no util and all of a sudden you hear Ying Candelas and
Ying Candelas, you gotta instantly look where they're coming from.
And a can opener, and that's the only hatch that's been popped, you should probably be looking in that direction. And that's all that has happened there. Is that there's no other util that's happening by the Incandelas, and well, 7 Raccoons have to commit to the drop, and Esoteric have nothing else to look at other than the 4 players that are dropping the hatch. I know Psycho gets one, but it ended up being too little too late. But that's okay. We live and we learn, and we move on to the next round where 2 drones. 1 drone has already been shot. Sorry. My apologies.
Oh, OT match point. So does ESO take this, or does 7 Raccoons even it out? Take your pick, Peels. What do you think?
You know what? I'd love to see Esoteric bring this map into their win column.
Yes.
Only because it's then a comeback and it's a bit exciting.
I do believe this is the first time we've seen Bank being picked from Esoteric, so be nice to see them get a win on the map that they did pick.
Starting shock drone.
We'll see what happens with this round as we go into the action phase.
Laser gate in position.
we have the shield that Psycho is playing in the middle of the hallway. A bit of an off position for the shield, but that's okay. Something a bit different, something a bit exciting. Nade coming out from the lion to burn the shield away, possibly, if the grenade gets thrown.
Whether they do throw that nade is another thing.
Whether we throw the grenade or not might be another question. But that's, if we look in the top left-hand corner here, 7 drones have been shot out, not including Twitch drones, but 7 drones have been burnt already, and we're only 1 minute into the round.
That is 3 drones to work off for the next minute 40 seconds.
Reloading.
The grenade misses, opens up the wall instead of destroying the shield. Shield is still on the board. The players of Esoteric have found that. There's a big long angle being held by Saw here in order to stop the jump in. Beans gets the entry onto the Athena of Lion without any of the lines U2 being used. Saw missing one while trying to answer the Dokeby phone call as they set up for another player to jump in stock. Saw loses the gunfight to Fangulator, who was just swung and won with that Twitch DMR, trading it out, bringing it into a 4v4. Very even 4v4, mind you. Here's L with a C4 onto the player on breach, getting trapped in the middle of the bomb site and traded out by Fang. Bringing the game into a 4v3 in favor of Esoteric. Awesome smoke. Grenades go out.
I was gonna say, is that a plant I hear going down? But I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's a plant. I think they're baked smoke grenades for this Twitch to walk up to the door and get the kill onto Beans. Esoteric is starting to run away with it a little bit as the plant goes down from Vexy.
Both players below.
Plant goes down. They have been killed from the Spider-Man repel player of Aussie Ash.
Raccoons. So that is first map to Esoteric. Well fought victory. That's all I can say on that one. Right now we are going to head into a short break and we will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Now.
Alright, as we load back in for map 2 of this 3-map series, or best of 3 series, may or may not be 3 maps, we load into the ban phase of the Night Haven Labs game. My guess, Undead, is going to be a hard breacher for the attacking ban.
Which Maverick technically is, but
Technically is a hard breacher.
I reckon it'll be a Thermite here, and maybe a Bandit?
I would probably go Cade if I was to ban one of the electrical.
Ace and Bandit wasn't far off.
It's close. It was close, but it was 2 hard breaches, I guess.
Yep, even Aussie Ash is confused with that one.
I'm surprised we didn't see a Thermite ban come out, especially with Thermites not as recent as some of the most recent buffs, but having a secondary shotgun, 3 charges, and an okay gun is, in my opinion, very, very strong.
Attackers need to
Especially that secondary shotgun now, because you can do a lot with that. You can open rotates, you can open the wall once Maverick tricks it, like...
I always take it back. I always refer to it as similar to when Buck used to have hard break charges.
Yeah.
Because Buck, or when I think Ram used to be the same as well, or that may have just been before she came out.
I do believe she did once.
It may have been in
just
Tester.
released.
Yeah. But I don't know, being able to clear both hard and soft destruction just makes an operator so good and not very balanced, in my opinion. But
yeah, that would be why Buck's pick rate did drop significantly once he lost those hard breaches.
Yes, exactly. But we're seeing that same rise in Thermite that we did, and he did get the hard breaches, and Thermite is being played a lot in every level of the game, especially when that ace is banned. As we load into the first round of this game, 7 Raccoons going straight for the connector wall, wasting no time in that Thermite. But we do see Vexy on the bottom floor to try and clear out any lurkers, roamers, or any other exciting surprises that may come down from there. The tuber hour of Aussie Ash here to just delay the opening of IT wall. Doesn't get the IT wall Thermite charge though.
Yeah.
Just missing it on that one, but that's okay. We will see what comes of this. Still a 5v5 with just under 2 minutes left in the round, as the attackers make entry into connector.
Be interesting to see what they try and do here, because I do not believe they're going to be able to get the wall as easily as they want to.
Enemy has a device planted nearby.
Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out.
No, there goes their Thermite, so they're definitely not getting that wall as easily as they want. They do have hard breaches though.
Aussie Ash getting the entry onto the round, onto the Thermite of Beans. Aussie Ash getting tagged in electrical while the attackers open up the con wall. Vexy making their way to the flank but I don't know if they're aware. Aussie Ash eventually gets traded out by L on the 0, but Vexy is still lurking here, waiting to choose the right time to flank up. There's only 50 seconds into the round, and there is a lot of players towards this connector side. L has made their way into the site, but there's all this denial that still has to come out from the defenders. 40 seconds left. Tori gets 2 onto Saw and L, who have made their way into pillar. And Vexy has been
trying
spotted.
to bait out the kill, but gets killed.
And that's a trade back for the attackers. Still a 2v3 in favor of the defenders, with just under 15 seconds left.
They do not have diffuser though, so this might bite them in the ass. Oh, they have
Psycho gets
diffuser now, they're
one.
planting.
Psycho gets 1 on the entry into the site, and isn't being covered by their teammate. And that ends up cleaning up the round for the defenders of how do you say their name?
Esoteric.
Esoteric. All coming off.
Alright. So we do see a Cade and a 0 pick here. So things could go either way on this round.
I was gonna say it all came down to that Aussie Ash kill, the Aussie Ash entry, but realistically, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't, because Capitao still had the
Attackers need to locate and
heartbreak
defuse the bomb.
charges.
Yes.
But
Weird
that is
choice to have the hollow on the DMR, but who am I to
Swapping
judge?
yeah, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I would take a ACOG as much as I possibly could, to be honest.
Swapping mag.
Floor reinforcement complete.
Totally agreed. Especially playing the DMR on defense when you're
Yes.
playing against pretty much a lineup that can bring ACOGs every single time they choose an operator.
Changing mags.
I'm pretty sure, almost guaranteed, one
Camera
attack
feed activated.
player is going to have an ACOG. Like,
Hmm,
out of
definitely.
what, 5 people, I think 4 of those can carry ACOGs. Monty being the only one that can't there.
Yeah.
So
Very quick,
Not-
down to the basement walls. Just using the Thatcher to clear these walls off.
Froze the device.
Subaru is doing a good job at tricking this wall so far.
Lots of activity down in this basement.
Ooh, they froze it.
Wall's frozen, but Animus is been opened.
They don't get that trick on there though.
That's okay. They've still ended up burning a minute through the round, with pretty much no outside of, like, inside of the map control. And
They
this
do
might
have
come back to
Bert
bite
on
them.
the breach.
Might come back to bite them in the sense that the Scopos now has the third onto the breach to see if they can get any of the toes of the attackers. Still 10 players on the board with half the round gone.
And Beans is tempting fate there, swinging that breach consistently. I am jumbling my words.
That's okay. As the walls have been
They
opened,
are
Beans takes a bit of
now
damage.
aware.
And Athena gets the opening kill onto the Thatcher. They have heavy control of this Animus breach. And Athena gets a second kill onto a player behind this Montang.
Attackers
Monty
need
picks
to
up the
Is
diffuser.
inside though, so they could do a lot
But
with this.
there's no site control. Aussie Ash gets the kill onto Beans, and it's all falling apart for 7 Raccoons. Athena gets another one
There's the
onto the
kill on
player
the
behind the
Tuberel.
Monty. And there's a DBNO onto the Tuberel.
They're both swinging the window. She's not aware.
I don't think that's going to matter.
Whoa. C4 galore, and Ash gets a kill on her own teammate Athena.
Aussie Ash gets another kill with the C4. But Monty's just sitting in the corner of Animus. just trying to bet out the swings. And
And there's
there
the
is
kill
the
onto
final
Vexy.
kill. Esoteric, 2-0 up. Very convincing 2-0 up to bring this into the tertiary site of storage and control room, which will probably end up being a very heavy top floor hold.
Storage control is a very vert heavy map, like vert heavy site, so they could either take
Attackers need to
underneath
locate
or
and
above
defuse the
here,
bomb.
but usually teams like to take the top floor. Will we see a top floor take here?
I think the top floor take's just easier. Personally, it's the go-to take. Bring Thorn on Aussie Ash.
Yes.
This is the first round we have seen that isn't an attack round where Aussie Ash has brought something that isn't a C4.
Yes. Thorn
Abs-
is kind of close enough, so I see where she's going with that, but she does like her throwable gadgets, I can say that.
Activating jammer.
As we close out of this preparation phase, we see a few changes in the attacker lineup, bringing the Ram and the Dokkaebi. Still sticking with that Thermite that's been brought every single round, and will probably end up being banned out at the half if I'm one to say.
Hopefully Psycho can actually get a decent ram down to get Vert onto the side. Whether her team can make that happen is another question, because so far ESO's had a very good defense.
Yes. As 7 Raccoons open that IT breach, preparing to do something with it. Wait and see what happens there. Very quick IT breach open, but nothing else as of yet. Prepping this storage window. They might go quick here, storage. That might be the play here. There's only 1 or 2 players down on the bomb site, with the rest of them playing above. The thermite charge goes off, I believe. But the Azami of Athena, mind you, is playing in IT, has no way to contest rafters. Still no damage come out, and we're halfway into the round. Thermite has dropped, but Thermite has the case. So we're not going for a quick rush plan here. We're looking at sustaining some valuable top floor. The Scopos of Vexy looking towards that warehouse door, trying to get the pick onto the carry holder.
They do still have 2 people upstairs, so it'd be hard for him to get good Vert without clearing these 2 people out.
And they've burnt so much time though.
Yes. 50 seconds left.
This Scopos
Oh,
needs
there's
to
the
get
kill
out.
onto the Scopos.
No, does not happen as L comes in with the entry, but the entries come very late. There's only 40 seconds left, and the first kills come into the round. Psycho has taken a lot of damage from what I would believe is the Vert or the Scopos. But there's only 30 seconds left. Then they've got no top floor presence. They've dropped into lounge, got the
Bang.
kill on the lounge.
Yes.
But Beans
Athena
is so
getting the
far
kill
away with
onto
the case.
L.
Beans making their way into the storage bomb site.
Got 10 seconds left to get this plant down, and they've got someone actively pushing.
Athena pushing towards
And
the
there's
top.
the plant. That ruins the round for him. Whoa.
Oh,
Never mind.
what?
They get the kill on the Athena. That
Oh,
was
no.
lucky.
That was diabolical. How'd the Malusi die?
I am not 100%.
I was more worried about the Azami. Thermite Azami ban here. I Okay, Grim and 2 per hour. I don't think I've seen a set of Bs yet.
We did on the first map, I do believe, but not so far on Night Haven.
We haven't seen a set of... I'm still perplexed about that last round. I'm stumbling over my words trying to figure out how
yes.
they ended up losing a round where they've got so much control on that top floor with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, they denied the plant inside and then somehow lost. They do have a Cade upstairs now to deny that wall from getting opened as easy.
Well, with the Thatcher on the board, it's not going to make much of a difference.
Secured.
And the Twitch is swapping off to a 0. I don't know if that's the pick or not, but the Capitao to a gridlock probably is.
In my opinion, this is going to be a big turning point of a round to see if the mentals of this Esoteric lineup will be affected by such a winnable round loss. If Esoteric win this round, I believe we're going to have an Esoteric win.
I would say so, but I can't confirm nor deny. Because 7 Raccoons have been putting up a good fight lately.
We will have to wait and see.
Yes.
As Beans gets his connector wall open, both the electric claws being used on the IT wall.
And
No other
both
denial.
breaches open.
Both breaches open with 2 minutes left in the round still. Very big clear from very extensive clear so early on from the attackers.
Yes.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
And this connector wall has been reinforced very early once again. I'd like to see a little bit more contention with this connector wall, but that's okay.
It's a bit hard to get people to contest it when you're not sure where they are.
Yes, Aussie Ash gets dropped by the gridlock, and the 7 Raccoons roster is showing some sort of flame here with bringing in this round into a 3v5.
Keep up positioned.
Pushing these defenders all the way back.
We do see that Simply was on her drone, now L is, but one of them goes down to it.
2v4 in favor of 7 Raccoons. 1v4 as I say
drop,
that.
so it's a 1v4 and attackers win that round.
Very, very big for the 7 Raccoons roster to win that round and keep the foot on the gas, bringing the game back to even.
They have been doing very well so far this game.
Extremely well.
So far, they have pulled 2 rounds back to back on attack, which is very hard to normally do.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens now with this basement defense.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Go down to the bottom floor. Just the Cade on the wall denial. No scope loss this time from Vexy.
I'm reloading.
Is probably the most key thing to note. Seems to not have been working as impactful as what Esoteric have wanted.
One thing to note though is Aussie Ash does have another C4.
That is very true. Aussie Ash is back on the C4s.
Floor reinforcement complete.
We will see what Aussie Ash is going to be able to bring this round, especially with these Valk cams set up.
Yes.
We will have to wait and see what value comes out of these. All 5 drones... Am I reading that right? Is that all 5 drones shot?
Yes, plus an extra 1. So I don't know how they got that 6 drone shot within the first 10 seconds of the round, but they managed to do it.
Maybe been thrown outside the map.
Maybe.
That's the only way I can think, but that's... Well, it's not okay, because that
That is
only...
a waste of util.
That reduces the drones down to 6 if we include Brava's drones.
Disrupted enemy devices. I've detected
Well,
enemy.
I do tend to disagree that Brava's drones probably won't be as much of a help here as they would like.
You know what is very helpful for the attackers though? Getting both the key walls destroyed in the first minute of the round. Creating that phantom pressure onto the side. And we're going to see what happens along here. All this phantom pressure might make it a bit awkward for the defenders to play in.
Yes.
But we're going to have to see what happens and how long it takes for 7 Raccoons to create some vert to push these positions out. As this vert comes down onto the middle floor.
This ram on the very top floor is getting some good vert, but seeing nothing.
And we've already burnt through a minute of having top floor control.
And it's still a 5v5, so I don't think they're going to be able to push this as effective as they would like.
This is very much looking like a replay of that first 7 Raccoons win, where the man advantage, or the man count is, or the player count is still very even.
Even, yes.
Until 40 seconds left. The player count is still very even. Luckily, Aussie Ash isn't underneath this group of players with the C4.
Enemy has a device planted nearby.
But there's a very good chance that this could come down to a very quick, short bloodbath right at the end of the round here. 5v5. Defenders are still very spread on the basement side.
They do still
With
have
a-
one breach, which I don't think they're watching.
The case is still above. Looks like an Animus take. The case is dropped into Animus. Dropped by Vexy. Traded out by Barramundi. Tori gets the kill onto L. Vexy gets the kill back. And it's just an absolute bloodbath at the end of the round. And Barramundi gets killed at the end while trying to plant the diffuser. Very unlucky. But I think we called it towards the middle of the round there, where it took a very, very long time for the round to progress, and there was no vert happening above. Like, although the walls were open within the first 30 seconds to a minute of the round, there was
It was a
no
very slow
pressure.
push.
There was no pressure on the players in sight, and you look at where that Valkyrie was playing in the in the corner near this in tank, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
In tank, just being able to sit there and just not have any contention at all, and just being able to sit there and just do nothing, and then ultimately getting 2 kills on that round, one being on the planter and one being on someone attempting to enter the window.
Yes. So that is 1 drone already gone from 7 Raccoon side.
Yes.
They do still have four drones up, which is unusual so far. They do have more drones than normal, but will they use them?
We'll have to wait and see. Very seems to be the go-to setup on this map for 7 Raccoons with the Thermite and the Thatcher. Thatcher, with his change, being such a strong operator now, being able to essentially snipe out any utility that gets thrown through.
I call him the IQ of AMPs now because of how his ability works.
Yes, but instead of having to shoot a gun, it's just shoot the launcher that has a crazy radius.
Yeah, and you can shoot through walls.
And you can shoot through walls, yes. It is very interesting.
Yes.
It's a very different change, but
And
hey, well,
I'm kind of excited to see how Dokubi's rework will shake up next season.
yes, Dopey's rework will be very interesting. Make the game a bit more different, play a bit more differently, as Elle gets the entry onto Athena from lurking up.
She now has Rafters control. Not something you want to give up very early on in a round, but so far it's been done.
But it gives Elle the chance to
Enemy electronics.
get this Rafters control and use it to drone.
Vexy with the Nitro.
Vexy gets the C4 trade back onto Beans, the hard breacher, and possibly the smokes that were being brought for the execute on this round. Tori gets traded back by Els, and Vexy gets one straight back through the IT holes. 3v3 with a minute
Bang
left.
with a long
Fangulator
angle.
gets the kill onto the progressing L of Rafters, which
We do
now
still
brings
have
the
an-
attackers.
Yes, we do still have an Aussie Ash on the board with a Nitro cell.
That is very true. But it brings the attackers to a bit of a funnel going for this connector push. Gonna have to retrieve the diffuser if they're looking to plan, which seems to be what Psycho is doing.
Yes, and they have a mute playing close on door, but they don't know that someone's pushing IT.
Psycho gets the trade back, as Fangulator gets another trade.
The 1v2,
Just a round of
they know where
trades.
she is, getting the plant off, but do they stick it? Somehow they do.
Fangulator being unable to land the shots, but
Yeah,
Vexy
down.
comes in for the round win, being able to avenge their teammates' missed shots. But that's okay. That's okay.
Very
Hey,
unfortunate shots there from
We all
Fangulator.
have those moments. We all have those moments. And sometimes they just happen on the semi-final stage of or quarter-final stage of the AWL.
Yes.
And the spectator may be sitting on your screen watching you. But hey, what can you do?
That is it. You can't do anything. Your
So
aim
as
is
we
bad,
go-
your aim is bad.
Yes, exactly. As we go into the roll swap, we have the Mirror and Maverick brands coming out for the start, and Cade and Ace. This is looking extremely similar to the first half of this map, with the only change being the second defender.
We do see a lion and a solid snake being picked. So very intel heavy operators off this start
Attackers
of
need to locate
the
and defuse bombs.
attack.
We'll have to wait and see what Esoteric has in the bag with this snake pick.
Solid Snake, Lion, and a Dokkaebi is a pretty big intel heavy lineup. Whether they use it all efficiently is the question.
Yes, very true.
Changing mag.
Very true. That's already 4 drones that have been shot by the players of 7 Raccoons. Not the greatest drone economy, but
Reloading. Cover me.
we'll have to wait and
And
see.
that is-
It may not be
that
that
was-
much of an issue with such heavy intel operators on the board.
It must be unrelenting.
I do believe the last drone did get shot, but I could be wrong. I think there's a bug with the spectating.
I was
at
gonna
the
say,
moment.
surely there's a bug on the spectator. There's no way that there's already been 8 drone shot.
No, I do believe that is a bug.
We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
They're already going for the wall, but I don't think they're going to get it off because of this bandit.
No one from below being able to contest this bandit.
Barramundi on Rafters has already been lit up a significant amount, which is not what you want for your Rafters player.
Drone up and
That's
running.
okay.
Nothing to
Fangulator
report
gets the
my
kill
location.
onto Psycho with the use of that scanner.
They
Gets the
know
info
where
on the player
one
on the
player
con
are.
wall.
Yes.
Stay behind me.
Creating this entry onto the connector side, seeing what they can do. Montag with the bomb. As this connector wall gets reinforced off and the defenders drop back a little bit. Essentially a 4v5, but this Azami is very, very low HP. Bean's trying to get aggressive to get the trade back here, but there is no trades available. Esoteric have been able to play very close together without trying to expose themselves. As I say that, Athena gets picked off by Barramundi, who is swinging the blue door. 1 minute left in the round. 4v4. Pretty even man count, pretty even HPs. As Saw gets put on the floor, and so does Barramundi, and who gets traded out by Beans. Fangulator using that snake lurk ability as such an ideal way to play. Beans being able to play close on this electrical door gets killed, leaving Simply Saw in a 1v3 and gets dropped by the Thermite checking the flanks.
Flanking and getting picked is not a good thing.
What can you do? What can you do? Esoteric have started to run away with it a little bit, if I don't say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
With a very, very dominant attacking round. Just need 2 more rounds to go to win this map and game. Bringing a very similar lineup as they did last time, just swapping out the Lion and Doku
Attackers
for
need
the
to
moment.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We do have a sort of different lineup here on the attack. They do have a Ram again, which is normal, but they do have a solid Snake on the basement side attack.
I think the Solid Snake's going to get brought every round possible here, to be completely honest with you.
They only need to take 2 rounds and they win second map to take the whole game. So, do you think they're going to do it? I think they might do it.
It'll be close. It'll be close. Extended barrel on the SMG-11 for Barramundi. Very interesting pick. But,
Yes.
Each
I
to
don't
their
think
own.
I've seen
each to
that
their
one
own.
since like year 10.
Barramundi playing the top warehouse stairs as this smoke on the roam. Very interesting. Smoke scans, snake scans too, not smoke. Snake scans too. Of the smoke and the
There is already some bullets getting
Azami.
shot through walls.
Yes, they've taken blue very quickly off the basis of this. Off the basis of this smoke. Snake. And Blackbeard has been able to enter into command very quickly. Oh no, Aussie Ashes died to the falling off the railing.
This Blackbeard might be a... Whoa!
Beans gets traded out on the roam.
As I was saying,
But-
Blackbeard here might be a bit of a pressure. All they need to do is just walk up with a Blackbeard and someone else can swing off it. And that's exactly what they just did.
Yeah. But they lost the snake. They lost the snake very early into the round, and they might not be able to get any clear info on what's above, what's around them, and clear out quickly. While this Azami is lurking around top floor, and so is the smoke. Smoke probably not going to do a whole lot on the top floor, to be completely honest with you.
No. I would have preferred Smoke to be on site to deny plant, but that is just me.
A bomb has
Yes,
been
we're gonna have to
located.
see what happens as the ram starts tearing up the floor above, trying to dislodge these defenders' positions. The Thermite getting hatches and walls. making this much harder for the defenders to play into. But there's still the Azami and smoke above. Azami might be able to get a pick onto 2 here. She times this really well.
Is that an alt walk? She just misses the hatch drop.
Just misses the hatch drop. Sees one.
Does see them though. Gets the kill onto them. Hits an impact, but does nothing. Gets fragged out from the ram.
Gets traded out by Athena on the ram. The smoke has made their way all the way back to site. How has smoke been able to get in there?
Esoteric has taken yet another round.
The smoke just ran right past the planter. The smoke drop Animus hatch, ran right past the planter and made their way back into sight.
This is a wild game to watch.
It's a wild game to watch and even more of a wilder game to cast.
Yes.
That's okay. That win of the attacking round brings Esoteric to match point. Seems to be one of their stronger maps of Nighthaven Labs.
Yes, if they win this, they win the whole game. I think they want to take it to 3rd map, but if Esoteric wins this round, there will be no 3rd map.
I need to reload.
Purely dependent on if they can stop this onslaught that Esoteric has brought for this game.
Yes. And remember, whoever wins this game, this match, goes on to play in the grand finals for AWL.
Camera feed up and running.
Wall reinforced.
Alrighty, as we bring into possibly the final round, depending on who wins or loses this round, we have a top floor defense with the similar operators that were brought on the attack. Thermite going for this IT wall, nice and quick, waiting for this Thatcher EMP.
Do have a bandit tricking it again though, so whether they get this off is a question. They do not.
Bandit barely stops that from being tricked. Aussie Ash gets a kill. Where does Aussie... Oh, must be the Rafters player. Aussie Ash gets a kill on the Rafters player, who is swinging the door. And that's the second exothermic charge gone.
Yes, so that is a Rooney down very quickly. But
Beans gets the trade back.
Well.
Beans gets the trade back onto the Lion, making this a 4v4. But crucially, there is only one more set of heartbreak charges on the board for this Thermite.
And technically, defenders still do have a 5th man on the board, which is the timer. If they run that timer down, they do win this round. So all they have to do is waste their time.
We're going to have to see how this works out as the attackers attempt to take connector. The Monty walks straight into sight through electrical, facing no one, until this Malusi pushes up, attempts to kill the snake, misses their shots.
I don't think the Malusi is aware that the wall behind her is opened though.
It doesn't seem to be, but the player flanking up might be able to.
They are definitely aware now because they just get a kill off it. That is Aussie Ash off the board.
And Tori gets the trade back almost immediately onto the flanking player. Saw gets dropped by Fang as Beans gets the trade onto the Monty. And
Raccoons
Psycho
win
gets
that
the kill
round.
onto Fangulator. Keeps them beating a little bit longer going into this next round. and it introduces the next round of bans.
Yes, man advantage or not, 7 Raccoons still managed to pull that one back. And we do see a Bandit and a Monty ban.
Bandit and a Monty ban, and quite possibly no more play of Thatcher here.
No.
Especially with both the breach denials off the board.
We do see an Ash and a Thermite pick here, though, so maybe they'll try and just Ash trick the bottom and get rid of that mute.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
Yes,
attackers.
definitely. Or they could even bring the impact EMPs on the Togepi in order to stop the wall.
And it appears even Ash was surprised that she hit that shot last round.
Shield deployed.
Must have been a pretty good shot.
Yes.
Anyway, as we set up this basement site for Raccoons, this will be the first time we see the basement site being defended by Raccoons.
We do see a swap to Grim, Blackbeard, Ram, and a solid Snake here, though.
That big set of area denial that is coming out from Tori on the Grim, and maybe even Snake, just being able to scan where everyone is very quickly. All hatches seem to be reinforced.
And that is a very early pick onto the Blackbeard. And on the solid Snake.
Barramundi reading the players of Esoteric like a book after that first round of roam clear.
That leaves them in a 3v5 situation, 2 minutes with 2 minutes left on the round.
Not even 2 minutes into the round, and Barramundi not only has the Andrew kill for the round, but also gets a secondary kill onto the Snake, denying that information.
And wow, one tap onto Barramundi there. That is a crazy pixel.
Barramundi still getting a third onto the Ram before they get dropped by the Thermite. Big kills coming from the player of 7 Raccoons, being able to take down 3 players to the 1 of Esoteric, bringing this round into a 2v4 for the attackers, for the defenders.
And this
with a minute 20
falling
left.
off, and they do not know where she is.
A minute 20 left. No info on the Solus. As the attackers have to make their way down. Just a reminder, this is a basement attack, and they've only just made entry onto the middle floor. Player
They
in
are aware
storage.
now that there is one in storage. That is the C4 shot.
C4 shot, and the mute gets the
doesn't
kill
matter.
onto the Thermite.
Defenders of 7 Raccoons win another round. They are keeping Esoteric on their toes.
It's starting to get a bit worrying for Esoteric. That's 2 rounds straight that have been lost. It's keeping it close.
We do see another Blackbeard and a Ram pick here. Whether they utilize it this time is another
as many
thing.
bombs as they can.
Impact out.
Have to wait
Black-
to see what the site setup looks like. A Vigil coming up. Not a crazily common operator that we see at this level of gameplay. But something a bit different. Maybe to hopefully deny that snake pick that's been brought every round by a Fangulator.
The Blackbeard does get swapped out for a buck here, so we will not see a shield being played.
I will watch over us. We are protected.
I think that might be I don't want to say the issue. I think issue is a bit of a strong word, but it might be the
Attackers'
thing
objective is
letting
to locate a bomb and
Esoteric
defuse it.
down is not bringing that 5th gun and
Yes.
playing a shield instead. So we'll have to see how this round plays out. They've got lots of util and lots of secondary util as well, being able to being able to trade out players. If we lose the buck, they have the ram. If we lose the thermite, I mean, to be fair, all the walls thermite needs to get here are all outside the map. So
I am sure that Tori has brung hard breaches on her Grim there. So even if the Aussie Ash was to get picked off, there should still be some hard breaches. Oh no, they have EMPs. Okay. So Aussie Ash is the only one here with hard breaches to get walls open. So you got to keep that
shouldn't be an
thermite
issue.
alive.
that shouldn't be an issue here. As they make entry onto the rafters player, Barramundi
do get a
Vexy gets
pick
the
into
flashbang and the kill.
Rachel. Yes.
And there you go. That's that extra gun that we were talking about. Vexy has been playing shields for this whole half. Jumps on the gun and gets a kill almost immediately. Immediate impact into the round.
So far, Vexy has been their top frag at this game, so we'll see how much extra pressure she can put on them, just with that extra gun in their hands. And Tori gets the pick on Psycho.
But not without Vexy being killed in the process. Still keeps some soft breach on the board.
Beans goes down, but so does Athena.
Trades being brought out on this top floor. That's both soft breaches gone. Luckily, we still have a DMR and the bailiff on the attacking side. It's a 2v3 in favor of the
Middle
attackers.
floor.
Site is middle floor, and Lion's just walking in here. There's one player above that's being pinned by the attackers, and another playing in lounge. Simply Saw still above, waiting to see if they can get a kill on the crossing players.
Do these players know that there's one still upstairs? I don't believe they do. They do now.
Come on.
Thermite getting the plant
Mute
off.
downstairs in lounge gets traded out, and we are waiting to see what happens.
And Fang gets the kill on Simply Sword to win that game. Well, that is a congratulations for Esoteric to take this match and go on to the grand finals.
Very big win coming out of Esoteric here.
Yes, we thank you all for tuning in on this game, and we will see you all tomorrow night.